Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video we are going to take a close look at the new product from Anbernic. So this is the model number RG353P. It's a mouthful, yeah, and it's another device, but it's a thing worth picking up that I don't want to try out today. But this product is slightly different than all the other ones that I've reviewed here on the channel. Not specification wise and performance wise, but it's more like the functionality that we're going to get. So already shows here over here it says dual OS, so we use this thing like an Android device, but also we can use it with Linux or Botacera. So on the box itself, there's nothing, a lot of information, which you can see over here. A quick, nice overview of all the functions. But what I really like about these products of Anbernic, I'm just going to be honest, is that these products are very good quality most of the time. And this is one of those companies that also releases too many of the handhelds already mentioned before. But what makes me really exciting is just the form factor. Seeing this gives me this really nostalgia vibe, simply because I'm looking at this and the first thing that comes to mind is in Super Famicom. Let me know, what do you think of it? Is this the same vibe that you're feeling too? Or I am just maybe the only one? So at the back we also got some extra information about the system. For example, the thing comes with a 3500 mAh battery. And overall, what I like about it is just not only the look and the vibe of it, but it's just the way how it feels and how it looks. Of course, we do get a different screen this time. Normally we do have the white screens, but this time we're just going to get ourselves a 4x3. And for retro gaming, it's going to be absolutely epic. The first time I saw the handheld, it reminds me of this one, the Superboy S model. Of course, it's not really like a one-to-one copy. Also, the Hyperkin is made for playing real cartridges. But the looks of the device are having quite some similarities. Let's take a close look and just do a quick comparison for just the size measurements. Because when you're looking at the Superboy, it's absolutely super, but this thing is like beefcake, to the maximum level. And the Anbernic is just such a really cool, neat, tiny device compared with the Superboy. Of course, I already mentioned, the Superboy is a device that plays original cartridges. So one of those reasons that it needs to have a very big casing. But in overall, just when you're looking at it, how it looks, got a little bit of the same vibe to it. So let's talk about the configuration, the buttons and the quality in general. Okay, so at the left side we're going to get a couple of buttons and of course the joystick. Nowadays we do get an amazing D-pad, and I can say this is absolutely amazing. Not only the feel, but when I'm playing some, let's say, shmups or fighting games, I was really excited about it. Then we do get ourselves the Nintendo Switch joystick with the click. Here we're going to get an extra button, the F button, and then we do have the select over here. So at the right side, we're going to get ourselves the joystick, A, B, X, Y buttons. We're going to get ourselves the power on switch, quite a weird position if you ask me, and you have the start button. On top, we're going to get ourselves a mini HDMI reset button, volume. I'm really happy that he added a real volume control here. Do have two Type-C connections, and one is for charging. The configuration of the shoulder buttons are absolutely amazing to begin with. Even this thing is very slim, you can reach it fairly easy, and the same goes for the L2, that is slightly bigger. And I really love it when they did with the L2 and the R2, because you can reach them fairly easy now. And when holding the handheld, you can just fairly easily reach both of them, and it's absolutely great. And they have this very nice high quality feel to it. So in that case, I am flabbergasted about it. At the bottom bar we're going to get ourselves two speakers. And of course we're going to get also the dual SD card for using the dual boot up. Very convenient if you ask me. So I really like it that they still continue doing this. Another thing is we do also going to get an audio jack out if you want to use a headphone. And at the back we're going to get ourselves two rubber pads, simply for extra giving some grip when holding the handheld. And it seems to be working just fine. So booting the system up without SD cards, you're going to get into the Android part. The Android part is pretty damn cool. What you can do basically is loading up some, let's say, emulators if you want to. But so far I can see there is no Play Store, so you will be limited. You can also do some side loading of files, of course. But it's going to be a very limited experience. So in this case, I just want to focus on the part when it comes to playing retro games on this. So let's boot up the Botacera. Let's enter the two SD cards. And let's also talk about the specification, of course. Specification wise, there's nothing really fancy going on here if you ask me. We have seen it before, the specification or something that is similar. So I must say that there are so many handhelds on the market now that will have shared, let's say, performance when it comes to playing retro emulation. I think the extra neat feature is the Android part, but if you just again want to just get into this stuff, like this retro handheld for just purely retro gaming, I was wondering, like, is it even worth picking it up with this touchscreen capability and Android? But with a premium price, you're going to get yourself like a premium display. And that's what we're going to see more and more nowadays. They're ditching like, say, the old school displays that we do have like a horrible, let's say, viewing angle. But now we get like so better displays that we can have like some amazing performance, but also like an amazing viewing angle. And I think gives you like a completely different gaming experience. But okay, so let's take a close look at what we can play. So basically this device is capable to running, let's say, up to a Dreamcast. I don't want to focus too much on the old stuff because that will run just fine. Think about 8-bit, 16-bit stuff, even PlayStation would not be an issue. Of course, some later systems like PlayStation 1, maybe Dreamcast will run on native resolution because it's not powerful enough to run it on like really high resolutions. We need to have more power for that. I personally really love the interface over here. We have seen it also before with different systems, also Anbernic and other companies, but it is super easy to use and super convenient. Okay guys, so let's boot up in 60-bit game. I'm almost saying, like, if you're going to play some Beefcake or Wolfie, you need to have some good audio, besides good emulation of course, to give like a full retro experience, and this runs absolutely amazing. So even if you want to just get into the old school stuff, Beefcake. I really like the D-pad for what it is. No, don't bite me in the ass. Yeah. Super Beefcake. Okay, the reason why there is an F button over here, I just want to point it out. You will go back into the retro arc menu. And what you can do over here is like close the content and just go back to the main menu. But you also can make a quick load and quick save. So it's pretty damn cool. So if you want to mess around with the controls, stuff like that, you want to mess around with it, you can do that over here too. So I think that's also like a very cool feature because you don't have to with the cheap handhelds. Alright, so next up let's play some Sega Dreamcast with Soul Calibur. A great way to test the D-pad is with this move, because if the D-pad doesn't respond like it should be, you do have like a lot of problems with that move. Alright, let's move to the analog stick. The audio is absolutely amazing. You can just hear all of the effects. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up. It's a little bit too high pitched, but if you don't put it too loud. Alright, so next up another game I wanted to try for the D-pad. So here's like my final conclusion about that. And again, I'm like a D-pad fetish guy, so I need to be absolutely right. If the D-pad is horrible, it ruins the fun for me. Alright, so no problem whatsoever. Alright, let's go to the analog stick. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I just basically walked into a special. Alright, next go. But again, yeah, PlayStation 1 is not going to be an issue whatsoever. I love this relaxing soundtrack. Another game I played so much on the freaking PlayStation 1. It's such a fun game to play. Yeah, was there not like a quick button for this? That was so cheesy. Alright, so next up let's play some PlayStation Portable. But alright, so it already has been set to frame skip 1. When I booted up the game, I got an instant message like it's going to be running very slow. So here you can see like it's absolutely like garbage running it on this device. And yeah, you have your occasional drops, but this is not the way you want to play it. Also, like when you're looking at the screen resolution, it's not perfect because of course normally the resolution and the screen size is different with the PlayStation Portable. So it's cool that you can run it, it's a fun gimmick, but I think it's not going to be an extra value, especially if it's already like having some issues with freaking Tekken. It's quite stable when playing the game, but when you saw like the intro here, like it's a great example, it drops even to 50 frames. So if you can live with that, it's playable. But again, we do have like so many cheap budget editions when it comes to handheld that will run PlayStation Portable a little bit better than this. So for the TV out function, we need to reboot the system. So plug in the cable, reboot it, and what you can see over here, it will boot up into the TV out function. So something you need to take consideration, but I think it's a pretty damn cool feature if you want to bring this handheld with you and just play on a bigger screen. So the signal output itself, it's okay. You can see everything going to be a little bit pixelated, especially the background. But just let's play some couple of games just to see how it works out. Alright, so let's play some N64. Also, this system runs a native version. And let's try F-Zero because it's a quite demanding game. Alright, so everything is set correctly. I want to say that every single N60 game will run perfectly, depending on what kind of emulator they're running on the background and what kind of game, of course. But the overall performance is quite surprisingly good. Alright, another game I wanted to try out is on MAME Mortal Kombat 2. Time for a Stubby Wobby. Crap, I need to find all of my freaking buttons. Oh crap. You know how it goes, guys. You know how it goes. Punch him in the freaking balls. That's how he doesn't win the game. No, no. Punch him in the balls. Punch him in the balls. No. No, 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 that doesn't work. You can also try to freeze him. No. No. Cheesy computer. But okay guys, so when you're looking at this device, it's absolutely a very nice quality device. Beautiful display, good audio. I really love the D-pad. You know, when Wicked loves the D-pad, I am like almost like being satisfied. But when you're looking closely, like it's not like the most comfortable handheld out there. And the reason is because of the flat line design. Personally, I really love like more like ergonomic design. For example, some companies like Powkiddy did this. Besides that point, there is no grip. Maybe now, maybe in the future somebody will print it. There are some pros and cons to this. And yeah, basically, let me know in the comments what do you think of this design. And I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become in the Wicked family. And it would be great to see you in the next video.